Hello and welcome. I'm Damon Bruce. Good to have you along for the NBA here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's Chris Bosh and the Miami Heat going up against Kevin Garnett and the Boston Celtics. And now it's game time. To call the action, here are Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll be back with the HP Halftime Report.
Here we go.
We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. With you for this installment of 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg to bring you all the action. All right, presented by State Farm. Let's take a look at the Miami starting five. Wade and LeBron fill out the wings. Chris Bosh and Udonis Haslem down low. And it's Chalmers in at the point guard. And for the Celtics, Pearson, KG at the 3 and the 4. Rondo and Allen make up the backcourt. And it's O'Neal in at the center, filling out the middle.
He worked his way around the bigger man and found the hoop. Great play.
Yeah, really nice play. Wasn't bothered at all. Well, you knew Miami would be a new big power in the East with the big three in tow. They didn't disappoint, blowing right by their conference win total from the prior season.
Now here's Allen. They double him with LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good.
Beautiful pass there.
On defense, Boston. Yeah, Clark, what you were saying before, the Heat before LeBron and Bosh won 32 games in all. But with them on board, they won 38 games. Steve, very nice number.
Yeah, and that 38 was only bested by the Bulls' 39 Eastern Conference wins. So Miami really handled its business well last year.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Doc Rivers. He is quite aware of the shot blocking abilities on the other bench, but doesn't want to have his team change their game plan. He said it's okay to have a few shots turned away. If we start changing our offense or second-guessing shots, that is when their shot blockers start to be a major factor. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like that one they're facing today, Clark has certainly got their attention.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they need to dictate what they do offensively instead of taking what's available. Take what you want.
Steve?
Well, that's the only way to go. I mean, this is a game about aggressiveness. And if they're not aggressive, that defense is going to swallow them up.
It's been a quick start for Miami. 4-point game.
Rondo's one of those guys who's just kind of a freak of nature out there on the floor. He's only about 6 feet, maybe 6'1", but he plays much bigger than that because of his incredible reach. He's got long arms, and that gives him the ability to get to the rim and finish lanes and also play the passing lanes defensively.
Here's Rondo, following the basket by LeBron James. Tipped away. Rondo kicks to Pierce, but Trey, again, Pierce missing. You mentioned Rondo's wingspan. From what I've heard, what I've seen, like 6'9", 7 foot, unreal.
Wow, it is amazing. I mean, he's only about 6'1".
Yeah.
Typically, your wingspan is as tall as you are. So I'm 6'8". Mine is a little north of that. Rondo at 6'1", with a wingspan of 6'9". I mean, that's just ridiculous, but it serves him well as a pickpocket on defense and as a guy who can finish over bigger people inside.
Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down hard. Here's the angle on our Sprite Slam Cam.
There isn't anybody in the building that didn't appreciate. That throwdown.
Well, Steve, that's as fancy a finish as you can possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that one.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
You know, guys, I think the Celtics actually came into the playoffs last season with a little less swagger than usual. I mean, losing Kendrick Perkins in a trade seemed to shake them up a little bit. And with Shaq really unable to contribute due to injuries, a team used to being big inside perhaps felt a little smaller.
To the paint from inside, hits the bucket.
You know, those types of high percentage shots, Kevin, should be a big part of what they do going forward.
Pierce covering. Post up shot. Blocked. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Rondo. They grab their own miss. Allen passes to Rondo. Wade picks him up. Allen outside. Skid is good. The assist from Rondo. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there. You set the table there well with the Celtics and their injuries. That did play a role in the postseason, not just in the front court. The dislocated elbow of Rajon Rondo also factored in. Steve, that was a huge hit for that team.
Yeah, I was amazed that he was able to return in that game and continue to play the rest of the series. But it did limit him. And with Rondo slowed down, the Celtics had a tough time scoring. In fact, Miami really played him and the ball.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Boy, he's got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on that one. 2 scoops of ice cream after that.
Well, that's a play that's going to be remembered from this game, that's for sure.
I think it was more like a banana split, Clark.
Some changes for Boston. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Kristich. Green comes in for Paul Pierce. And Delonte West is subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
If there was ever any question as to the value of LeBron, last season displayed it. Not so much in what he brought to the Heat, but the void and the gaping hole he left in Cleveland.
House dishes to LeBron. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Now that's how to get your point across. That's making it big.
I know you and I can feel that all the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, if you're a defender, you want to see anybody but him with the ball in his hands in that situation.
Celtics trail by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside, Green. Here's Garnett, and he stuffs it on a pass to set him up.
He decided to hang around for a while. A little extra hang time on that dunk and made sure the photo op didn't go to waste.
I'll tell you what, that's usually a technical foul, Clark. I think he got away with that one there.
Good if it goes. West. And that's not going to go. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Heat lead by 3.
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong and they put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
And we'll get back to the action right after this. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Boston trailing. So with Bosh on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Joel Anthony is out there with Haslem. Then there's House. Then it's James Jones. And it's Miller in at the 2-guard spot.
Boy, the Celtics have always enjoyed a really tough home court advantage, and no different last season. 33-8 were the Celtics in Boston.
West kicks to Green. In low to Garnett. Over Anthony. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist by Green. 6 points for Garnett. Well, the Celtics have so much history here in Boston. These fans have so much, Steve, to be proud of.
One of my favorite places to play in a game and to broadcast a game. The fans are so knowledgeable, so much history with this franchise. They've won so many titles, been so many great players through the years, and just a fantastic place to watch a basketball game.
Green with the rebound. And Davis can't get it to go. Miami trailing. And here's Miller outside. That is good. Miller's got his first 3 points of the game. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Boy, isn't it good to see Udonis Haslem back and healthy after missing most of last season with a foot injury. He's a guy who's really been the heart and soul of this Miami ball club over the years.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Jermaine O'Neal's checked in for Davis. Pierce comes in for Delonte West. And it's Allen in for Rajon Rondo. Ilgauskas is checked in for Miami. Eric Dampier comes in for Udonis Haslem. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, last season, the Heat were under extraordinary scrutiny, and when Chris Bosh struggled to define his role early on, the criticism was severe. Bosh said, quote, "For some reason, people think I can't play basketball. It gives me an added sense of motivation to go out there and do well because I know people are watching, just to shut them up, just to be frank." And guys, he played a pivotal role on a Heat team that made it all the way to the NBA Finals. The critics may be a little quieter going forward.
That's right, Doris. Thanks.
Yeah, and Bosh, I think, was a natural fit on that Heat team, Kevin. A guy who can hit the offensive glass, make an open jump shot. He really played well, just fed off of the big two in a very positive way for that club.
Steve Udonis Haslem. When he re-signed with the Heat prior to last season, he could have gotten a lot more money elsewhere. But, Clark, he wanted to remain in Miami. I'm sure he is thanking his lucky stars that decision was made.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he and Dwayne Wade extremely close, and Haslem just kind of felt like he had a chance to stay in a place that he considered home and would be able to do great things. Credit him for picking happiness and contentment over dollar signs. Sometimes that's the best call, but you don't often see guys make it.
Here. Allen outside. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. 8 points for Garnett.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
The jump hook, and LeBron with a nice bucket inside. And the Heat lead by 3.
Boy, he's been so cool out there, composed, never rattled. I mean, a very steady contributor to the offense.
Leaps for it. There's the steal.
Well, credit the defense, but you've got to be more careful with the ball.
Gets it to go.
Beautiful play there, absorbing the contact and going to the free throw line for one.
Boy, I like the concentration he showed there. He knew he was going to get hit, but kept his eye on the hoop. Now he has a chance at a three-point play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Glenn Davis is checked in for Garnett. West comes in for Jeff Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ray Allen.
Well, when you think of Miami and the Heat team, you immediately think of the firepower of the Big Three. But last season, their defense was really good. In fact, they were second in the NBA in both opponents' field goal percentage and overall rebound differential.
And Steve, more on that stat you said about the Heat. You know, they could suffocate with their D at times. Clark, you saw it firsthand. And this team was terrific on the defensive end.
And, you know, one leads to another. Very often, good defensive teams are also good rebounding teams because rebounding is finishing the defensive possession.
Let's keep it going for your Celtics dancer.
Here's O'Neal. Doubled by Bosch. And O'Neal backs in. They need this, and he converts the layup. O'Neal's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
Here's Pierce. Nice shot from the wing. And now it's just a 4-point Heat lead.
You know, right now the book on Rondo is that you need to back off of him and make him shoot because he's really interested in trying to set up other people, and it was on display. Play and how Miami defended him with Bibby. He didn't give him any driving lanes and made him settle for shots on the perimeter.
Clark, you've been watching tape. I mean, and probably too much tape in terms of what Rondo did or did not do in that Miami series. His teams back off him, and his assist numbers rise, which is good, but they want him to be aggressive, Steve. I mean, Doc Rivers, I know, has told you that many times. He is their engine on offense.
He sure is, and Boston is at its best when Rondo is pushing the ball in transition. But when they're in the half court, you're right, Clark. I mean, teams are going to play 4-on-5 against him and let him shoot, and that's why it's so important for him to be active and energetic and on the move. And then when he does have an open look, to go ahead and shoot it confidently.
Here's LeBron. Uses the glass to finish the layup. LeBron's now got 24 points.
Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing it.
Yep, 3 of their last 5 makes coming in transition, guys.
Down low. And there's the rejection. The Heat able to recover. The Heat leading by 6. Wade passes to Bosch, and the shot is good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that. That move, Kevin.
Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, it's just everybody getting involved.
Baseline, unbelievable shot at the buzzer.
Boy, this guy just as calm as can be. Even with the clock ticking down to 0, no pressure.
You gotta love the composure. He just didn't seem rushed at all. He just took his time and knocked it down.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. And it's more NBA action coming your way here on 2K Sports.
Welcome to the HP Halftime Report. I'm Damon Bruce. A great game going on out in Boston. Miami up on top against Boston. Big phenomenal offensively, scoring effortlessly. LeBron James is having himself a big-time performance. He's up to 24 points and a terrific field goal percentage, getting his points with limited attempts. And no shortage of desire from the Celtics side of things. Their bench has given them a huge lift offensively, coming up big. Getting it done early, Kevin Garnett. Paul Pierce has also been a big factor for them. And now we'll send you back to Boston for the start of the second half.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Here's Rondo.
Guys, the record was 37-15 for the Celtics against the Eastern Conference last season. Still one powerhouse. Not just
Check out the Lions courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. Kevin Garnett and Jermaine O'Neal at the 4 and 5. Ray Allen, Paul Pierce on the wings. And it's Rondo in at the point. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Doc Rivers likes Jeff Green as a possible starter going forward. He felt like the Celtics had to make a change after the Heat and Bulls made trades to change and reshape their roster. Though it didn't work out last season, it sets them up to be younger and more athletic going forward. We'll see how it all plays out by season's end, guys.
Thank you, Doris. With the Celtic stars aging, they need to get younger.
And I think Green is going to be a good addition for them as they reload to try to make another title run in the future. This trade was criticized a little bit last year, but Green is a very talented player, and with a full season under his belt with Boston, I think he'll be much better.
Let me ask you guys, you're going back to the Celtics, eliminated by the Heat in 5 games in the playoffs. Clark, are they still a factor in the East? Steve?
Oh, yeah, they're still a factor. Miami is so good right now, but remember, Boston had an excellent regular season. They've got plenty of talent. They've got some good young players with Rondo and Jeff Green. And Boston will still be a major player in the Eastern Conference this year.
Pierce's shot is good.
Boy, I like the fluidity I'm seeing from them on offense. It's a thing of beauty. Fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. They're moving the ball well, finding the open man, making that extra pass. They're playing very unselfishly right now.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, don't give up anything for free. I like that. Send him to the line.
Yeah, they don't want to sit back and watch you lay it in. I mean, make them earn it. Make them earn it. Don't give up anything easy.
Making a switch here are the Celtics. Kristich is checked in. And the Heat making a change here as well. LeBron, he's checked in for Mike Miller.
You knew the big three when they came together, guys, that they would be good. But they did a pretty decent job, I thought, of finding complementary players to fill out the roster after a big chunk of the salaries went to the big three.
3 for 3. You got to like this hot start in the third quarter.
Rondo against Chalmers. They get a hand on it. The Heat leading by 9. Here's Wade. Oh! The reverse jam. Unbelievable.
I don't know what to say about that. I mean, he went reverse on him. Beautifully done.
Clark, words can't even do that one justice.
Just let the pictures tell the story, guys.
Well, back to the Heat, and Clark, you're right. They searched out vets that knew how to fill a role and a need and really build a team around the stars.
Well, and that's critical because anytime you have the core group together, it's about finding role players who are going to accept their responsibilities on the team and accept the fact that sometimes they're not going to see the minutes that they would otherwise like. But they handled it well. They got a good roster around their stars, and it paid off.
Here's Pierce. Goes up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Mario Chalmers picks one up.
And Paul Pierce is not particularly fast or quick, but he's very strong and he's crafty and he finds angles. He finds a way to get his shot off, and that's one of the reasons he puts up great offensive numbers year after year.
Back to Paul Pierce and what Steve was talking about, what you've chimed in on with the way the Celtics play. It's a perfect marriage part between them because he can be so effective in that half-court game.
He really can be. I mean, he's versatile enough where you can use him a lot of different ways. You can post him, you can curl him off screens, or you can isolate the side of the floor for him, and he can get you good quality shots. And he's become a better playmaker in addition to being one of the terrific scorers.
That's a great observation. Here's Rondo. No good. And Miami will go the other way with the ball. Wade against Rondo. Lifts up. No good from Wade.
Boy, he had a great look at that, but really good defense contesting that shot.
And here's Rondo. He has 7. Wade picks him up. Deflected. There's 1:38 left in the third. And it's blocked. Chalmers against Rondo. 13 feet out. And the rejection by LeBron. And the basket by Kristich.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside a ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint. Everything is working for him right now. He's been a huge factor in the quarter.
Goes up, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
The Heat leading by 8. Three-pointer, Wade. Passes it to Chalmers. Pierce with the steal.
Boy, the defense read that one beautiful.
Here's Rondo, and it's good on the way in. Rondo's got 9.
Finger roll. That's pure style, guys. I like that.
And here's Miami. 6-point lead. And the basket by Wade.
You know, he's really one of those guys that you just have to sit back and really appreciate, fellas. I mean, he is a marvelous offensive player.
It's 2-on-1. Here's LeBron. Jams it straight down.
They don't need much of anything else the way he's scoring the ball out there.
Celtics trail by 11. Running out of time. They double him with LeBron. Kristich dishes to Pierce. It's hauled in by the Heat. Chalmers has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, I tell you what, guys, his struggles from the field have definitely taken their toll on the team today.
And I think defensively, you've got to commit a second defender because he's just destroying you right now.
Yeah, one-on-one, he's been a handful.
That's like you draw it up right there. That was beautiful.
No doubt about it, Steve. I mean, I always love to finish at the rack.
Now one against Wade. Shoots a fader. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
He's just carving up this defense with his ability to cut and get to the hoop.
And some of his finishes at the rim, Steve, wow. I mean, come on. I mean, he's got another quarter to put some more defenders on posters as well. I mean, those are Facebook specials right there.
It's the Heat. They lead by 12. Now as we get going here in the fourth, let's send it over to Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark.
Well, Kevin, for that great stretch the Heat just put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. With each bucket they get, they keep putting this game a little bit further out of reach. You have to be excited with how they look if you're a fan of this basketball team, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run has made a difference, guys. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what got them off and going.
Yeah, they were really able to seize the momentum at that point, and they just rode it.
So with Wade on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Chris Bosh and Udonis Haslem down low. Mike Miller is out there with Chalmers. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot.
You can say anything you want about this guy. He's played well in every area.
And you know what? That tells you what kind of game it's been for him. Well-rounded, highly productive in all areas.
And they double up Rondo. And O'Neal backs in. Back to Green. There's the triple. They get it back. Davis. It's blocked. And he's able to get it back. The Heat leading by 14. Bosh working against Davis. Tries in the post. And Bosh with the layup.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And they double up Rondo. Deflected. Out of bounds. And they retain possession. Boston making some changes. Pierce comes in for Jermaine O'Neal. And Delonte West is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Allen. They double him with LeBron.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
Heat ball.
Poke loose.
Look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead. We're on the wing.
Now here's West. And stolen by LeBron.
So now that's twice we've seen the offense.
And slam dunk. Wow! Now the Sprite slam cam for the replay.
Just pouring it on and adding to this big lead.
See, they're playing outstanding. In basketball, and they've been doing it all game at both ends.
Back to Green. Jacks up a 3. The shot no good. And Miami will go the other way with the ball. Now Chalmers. And again, Miami with the triple.
Knocking down shots, really playing well here in the fourth.
You know, I call it playing through the finish line, not running to it, playing through it, and that's what they're doing, right to the final buzzer.
And that one's good by Miller.
Well, that's the problem. You turn the ball over, and your defense just isn't set up at the other end.
And sometimes when it happens that way, it almost feels like a 4-point bucket.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, we all know what a fiery, competitive team the Celtics are, with Kevin Garnett in particular. And that's one of the reasons they were second in the NBA in technical fouls last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Green. Von Wafer comes in for Paul Pierce. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ray Allen. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Miami. Garnett kicks to Rondo. To halt the run, Boston again missing. And so speaking of the Celtics, you know, some have said, Clark, that they go overboard getting into it with other teams, players. That wasn't your game, but take us inside that whole world of the player.
You know what? I don't know if the Celtics do it any more than any other teams. I mean, Kevin Garnett is very demonstrative, has been since he's been in the league, and that intensity sometimes spills over. And I always felt that you had to be who you were. You couldn't try to fabricate something that wasn't part of your natural makeup. So if you are a guy that's verbal and a jaw-jacker, then you've got to do it within the parameters of what's going on in the game. If you're not, then you can't be that to try to improve your performance. So I've always said, like the young folks do, you know, do me, be you, you know?
Plenty of space. Offensive rebound. And Davis puts it in.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
Here's Wade. Jams it with authority.
Nice offense. Good play there, and this one's pretty much in the books, guys.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? It was a very good showing from them to come away with the win. I was very impressed.
Paul Pierce is checked in for the Celtics. Allen comes in for Delonte West. Here's Rondo. Wade picks him up. And Pierce backs in. Rondo against Chalmers. Pierce for three. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. Wade for three. And the Heat, another three.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Now they're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing from out there?
Miami controlling the game. Good luck. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Allen. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Here is Rondo. Back to Garnett from about 16. Can't get it to go. And it's the Heat taking it the other way. Backing down is Howard. And it's sent back by Garnett. And here are the Celtics now. Here's Pierce outside for Rondo. Davis sets a screen. Off the screen. Again, Garnett missing.
I like the shot despite the miss. I mean, that's his range.
Howard against Davis. Got a piece of it. Shoots from the elbow. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, they've looked good here tonight, and now they are coasting to the finish line.
Steve, just a matter of time right now.
And they double up Rondo. It's Allen on the wing. The three is launched. Count the bucket. Now the Heat with it. Here's Howard. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
That's a dagger. That will probably finish this game.
Yeah, it's over, Steve. Convincing closeout.
Wide open look, and it's Boston with another.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
Jones. Over Pierce. And it's Miami with another.
They're just getting better offensively as the game goes along, making good choices and getting high percentage shots.
And they're playing hard and playing smart, too, Steve. They've just been very, very good.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.